Happy Turkey Day to all my little chitlins around the world. Happy Thanksgiving. This is up against the odds, of course. Now, the Vikings and Lions game has already started, but I have not watched it. You all know that's not my deal. I ain't even watch it. But what I'm going to do right now is make some predictions. Chicken is bomb. Yeah, I can eat on the show. My show. I eat when I want to. I'm fat, but I'm skinny. Metabolism. You know what it is. Hoover. Boy, y'all know Hoover. Call me metabolism. I'm always eating, baby. Still look good, though. 8-pack, though. Know me. But anyway, Vikings versus the Lions. And they will be playing at Detroit early in week 4. The Lions beat the Vikings. They caused 2 turnovers that game. They was playing at Minnesota, which, kudos to y'all. That's what's up. Beating a rival at their home field. But this time, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's going to be different. The Vikings are on a roll with a 6-game winning streak. They play well on the road as well. That running game will be significant for the Vikings. Latavius Murray, I believe he's going to do his thing today. He's going to keep it rolling, going to keep the ball rolling. Because the Lions, man, they can't stop a snail with the running game. The Bears did them in with the running game and almost tied the game up if it wasn't for that horrific field goal at the end. So I got Latavius Murray and the Vikings running down their throat, slowing the game down a little bit to keep the ball out of Matthew Stafford's hand, and from out of him delivering it to Marvin Jones, who's a beast this year. I mean, he's coming alive. I mean, he's been good, but man, he's coming alive, boy. And Tate. So they're going to slow that. They're going to have a running game, slow it down to keep it out their hands, Marvin Jones, Tate, and Matthew Stafford, from passing it to these fellas. So that's going to slow it down. The game probably be close again. But I believe the Vikings also will create some turnovers. And from playing week 4, they will know to protect the ball way more. They will know to protect it because that's how they felt last game in week 4. They allowed the Lions to create turnovers. So I believe that would be a stress to protect the ball like it should all games. But people be slipping. Teams be slipping. Coaches be slipping. Players be slipping. They be tripping. But they ain't going to trip today unless it's into the end zone. So, I got Vikings over Lions. If y'all watching it now, cool. But I'm making this video. Check me out. You're going to see that I was right. Vikings fans, y'all beat my skins. It's all good. But, hey, I just tell the truth over here. So, I got y'all winning today. Won't win the Super Bowl, though. Shots fired. Okay. On to the next game. I'm talking Dallas versus Chargers. Now, Dallas does get their left tackle back. Well needed because they been getting killed. Woo, Dak been getting killed from his blind side strip plenty of times. And they throwing them picks. Last game, boy, worst game in your career, your young career. Great young career so far, but still, woo, boy. I expect Dak, though, to play much better this game, especially after coming off that horrific game he had against the Eagles. Dak takes me as a person who's going to straighten up, correct his mistakes. But at the same time, your left tackle just got back. He just got back from, a hamstring injury. And dealing with young Bosa, that bull, ain't good for your health. So, even though he's going to be, significantly better, they're going to be significantly better on the line, it's not going to be enough because they're still going to get pressure because he's not at full health. He's still going to get pushed back a little bit. Or at least maneuver, quick swim move. Jackie Chan and all that, you feel me? Both going to do his thing. But, I ain't going to say he's going to have a career sack total this game. But he's going to do his thing. At least enough pressure to make Dak uncomfortable, along with the rest of the Chargers defense. And the Chargers defense is tenacious. They create turnovers, and that will play a huge role in them winning too, because they will create some turnovers. Because Dallas they're still in a slump. They're playing at home, but that doesn't mean much. People play them well at home. That doesn't mean much, and they are familiar with playing on Thursdays, Thanksgiving. But hey, it ain't gonna save them today, because you got Gates on the other side, Mr. Reliable. Whitney is as well for Dallas, but Gates, he's gonna come through. You got what's the boy name? You got Benjamin, a 12, flying, man, heck of speed. He's gonna come through right along with what's that? With Morgan. Matter of fact, Melvin Gordon. My mistake. Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon is gonna run it down Dallas's throat. Once again, the running game helps the passing game, as Dallas know, because they was doing it all last season, and when Zeke was just beasting early this year before this suspension. So they know the running game helps the passing game, and that will help the Chargers. And plus, Phillip Rivers can throw in anybody, so their passing game is gonna get at Dallas defense. Dallas, once again, if it's close in the first half, it won't be in the second half, because they're gonna let up. It's no Sean Lee, so another reason why the running game is gonna do this, you will prevail. Another reason. And then the passing game will follow right along. And what corner do they have to stop your boy Benjamin? Travis Benjamin. What defense does Dallas have? None. No player can stop him on their defense. So it might be close in the first half, like I said, but the second half is going to get blown out. And I'm not saying they're going to get blown out, but in the second half, they're going to get outscored as the trend keeps continuing. And I believe Dak will play a lot better, but it just won't be enough, because Chargers is going to push through. And the Skins now, let's get to Washington versus the Giants. Another rivalry game. Late night. Now, I will say, Giants pulled off barely pulled off a little win against Kansas City. Kansas City played poorly, and Skins led up against the Saints, but it was a really good game, but they couldn't pull it through. You gotta pull it through. Got to. But I believe, honestly, the Skins will win. Why? Because simply, they're just a better team than the Giants. They're just a better team. And they're playing at home. Now, to me, this year, they've been playing better away than at home. Honestly, to me, they have. Honestly. But, once against the Giants. And it took the Giants, what, like 4 or 5 turnovers to beat Kansas City? And still, it was that low of a scoring game at home? And now they have to travel to Washington and play them? Giants, it just won't be enough. They still depleted by injuries. They have a little confidence going because they just won last week, so they might be feeling themselves a little bit. But not going to matter. Skins is going to run it. Once again, run a game. They're going to run it on the Giants because, Kansas City has success running on the Giants too and passing. And the Skins have both a passing game and a running game. Give it to your young rookie, Skins. Give it to your young rookie. Give it to P. Ryan. P. Ryan going to run it down their throat. And then the passing game, that'll open up. Even if P. Ryan don't get going early, the passing game is going to open up regardless, because the Giants just really, they're not there this year. They're not there. So Skins will beat the Giants. Simple, because they're a better team. And the Skins playing at home. And they know they got to redeem themselves from letting up on the Saints and giving the Saints that W. Yeah, you gave it to the Saints. You gave it to the Saints. Now, I ain't taking credit from the Saints. I mean, it takes them to a bit of taking it as well. But you more so gave that game away. Especially the defense. So they got something to prove. And why not prove it against a depleted Giants offense and team, to be honest with you? So, I got the Skins beating the Giants. I got Vikings over Lions, even though Lions are at home. And they're playing in the dome, so that goes well for both. And the Lions are used to playing on Thursdays, same as Cowboys, as far as Thanksgiving goes. But it doesn't matter because that running game is going to slow the game down. And it still might be like mid-range on the on scoring, maybe like in the 30 or maybe like 27. One team might reach like 30 or 27. But either way, the team with the most points is going to be the Vikings. And Dallas is going to lose. They're still in the slump. They're going to play better. It's going to be close, I believe. It might just be close. But the second half is where, Chargers are going to hit their fourth gear. And, they're going to take off. And they're going to cross the finish line first. So you heard it here first. All 3 games. And if you didn't hear it first, hey, player, you heard it correctly. Here. Because I'm going to get all 3 right. It's up against the odds. It's Turkey Day. Y'all crush? I know I'm a crush. I know I'm a eat. Me and my boy about to go out and pass some chicken out to the homeless. Hey, matter of fact, give. That's another thing. You all give. Share, help, clean up, all that good stuff. Enjoy the games. Enjoy your day. I'm out. Once again, it's up against the odds. Like, subscribe, notify. Shout your boy out. All that. Holla at y'all.